We're working on our positive and negative space drawing. This is what I started with. This is my screensaver. I really chose it for the complexity of the edge. I like calamari, so maybe that influenced my opinion somewhat. But I'm going to take you through stages. I'm choosing pen and ink for my first composition, and then I'm going to use a number 8B pencil for my second composition. So I'll take you through my stages of this drawing. So I started here. I drew it freehand. Notice I put a 1-inch border all the way around my page because I want your what you turn in to have a 1-inch border all the way around. And then I drew my outline in the Micron 01 pen. I didn't get the entire octopus on there, but I came close. So that's what I started with. Then I laid down some initial marks. You could see them flowing across at about a 45-degree angle. Some of the areas got a little darker in value than these other areas here, but I tried to achieve, you can see, like about a 50% space between the positive image and the background, which you could really start to see. So now I'm going to start to develop some other marks on top of this, which you can start to see now. I'm developing some darker areas in here. And I kind of was playing around a little bit like I have a light source, like I have a light side over here, and I have the dark side coming from over here. And I'm developing more marks within those shadows to bring that out. That's making a darker value. So as I look at this, I make other decisions. Oops. I guess I shouldn't have went off so fast. But anyway, that one was finished there. So now I'm going to the pencil. So this is the 8B pencil, which makes a fairly dark line. But I tried to stay fairly light as I made my drawing. I got a little darker in areas, but I tried to stay fairly light. You can see I started some of my background right here that I started developing, because this is going to be drawing my background as opposed to drawing the positive image. So this is the second drawing. So now you can see I developed up my little lines. At first I was thinking about ocean things, and then I'm just kind of playing around with these squiggly lines that became my background. I tried to keep them kind of a consistent value, darkness. I did get a little darker in certain areas here, but now I'm going to go through and develop other areas darker. I'm actually going to trace over the pre-existing lines I already made to create some interest and some movement traveling throughout my composition. So I can see that my object kind of disappears a little bit up in here, especially right up in here, but most of it you can still see. I didn't make a consistent outline throughout the whole thing. I let it be light and I let it be dark, depending on what I was doing in the background. And you can see I tried to create interest in the composition by creating some dark across here, having it come over in through here. You can see it down here also. It starts to travel in this direction and from here, and then you can see how it travels throughout the composition, my darker lines, some darker values that I developed in that. So I hope this gives you some ideas on how you might want to do that. That 01 Micron pen belongs to the drawing up above. This was a number 8 pencil. So you can see how I developed this in stages.